Well, guys, it's been a while, and gals. Just came back yesterday, May 1st. I've been in Georgia, and just give y'all a quick update. My cousin Eric, I've been helping take care of now for about 7 months. So I've been in and out, and trying to get stuff done when I come in. It just hasn't been working out. So anyway, update. Finally got a transplant, and I know I haven't talked in depth about it, but had a liver transplant done about 2 weeks ago now. It was like a fatty liver disease, non-alcoholic, and took a while. The good thing about it was, I guess it's sort of good. One became available by request from another family, and unfortunately their daughter had a brain aneurysm or something in her brain. She wrecked her car. She was pronounced brain dead, and they wanted Eric to have her liver. So she saved 4 people's lives. And that's why personally I'm a organ donor, even though I don't have much left that's good, but there's a couple of parts. So surgery was done. The recovery's been a little bit slow, and it just took a lot out of him. So I got his sister to come up to help out a little bit. So I was able to leave yesterday, come home for a few days. I will be leaving again Monday to go back down. So I'm gonna be back there again for a while. So while I'm here, there's things that need to get done, and hopefully we can get it done while I'm here. So we're back with Barney again, and she's been having some cooling issues, and I'm not sure exactly what has happened, but you can see all this stuff here. It's kind of like rust. So it's gotten to the whole system, and I don't know if there was something in the block that came loose and caused all this. Not really sure, but I am going to stick a magnet to it and see, in fact, if it is rust. But I sit here and flushed this thing out about a month ago, and it took like about 4 flushes. It looked pretty decent. Topped it back off. Told them to run it for about a week, would flush it out again. Well, with work vehicles, sometimes it's hard to shut them down long enough to do that. So they turned around, drove it, did fine. Pulled a trailer with it with some equipment on it, and it started to overheat again. So none of these shops around town want to mess with it. Says it's too rusty. So what we're going to do today, as soon as Ethan gets here, I know y'all haven't seen him in a while, we're going to replace basically the entire cooling system on this thing and give it a deep flush. We got radiator, water pump, new clutch fan, new thermostat, and possibly we might be changing out the heater cord. So I got it just in case. Good thing is we didn't have to order everything. They had everything in stock. So that was a good thing. So we're going to be getting on this, taking the radiator out. We're going to have to take the overflow out and clean it all out. Like I said, water pump, thermostat. We're going to try, like I said, to clean out the heater core and just do a deep flush on this thing. So hopefully we'll get it all out. So I'm going to get ready, get things set up, and start taking it apart. Alright, so we got the water drained out to the radiator to cool it. Getting ready to take this off, 10 millimeter. Get this out so it can get sprayed out, get all the junk out of it. But yeah, still some residuals going on. We got the air breather out of the way. Got the fan shroud undone. Bottom radiator hose is out. Top one is out. Now you can see here, man, there is still a lot of stuff going on in here. So we're going to try to get all that out. So right now, I got to get these coolers loose, that one and that one, and then we can get the radiator out. Radiator is out. The prodigal son is here. Been a while. So right now we're getting ready to do the fan. I believe I got the tool for that. So I'm gonna double check. The fan clutch is weak in this thing, so we're gonna get that out. So let me see if I can go find the tool. So I found it. I finally broke down, bought one of these things a while back because it was a pain in the butt to get these off. So we're gonna get this lined up down there and see if we can get this thing broke loose and hope we don't cut our fingers off. So right now Ethan's getting all the pulleys off so we can have access to the bolts to the water pump. So Ethan, you did a little bit of work on the Honda, did you?
I did. Put about 10,000 miles on it since we got it back together, and started having some weird kind of cut off while it was driving. My dash would just randomly shut off. I'd lose power to everything, but it would kind of just keep itself rolling and running. Thought it was the main relay. That's a common problem on those early 90s Hondas. They got a massive, just outdated relay. They're hard to find, hard to get a hold of, and there's tons of companies that make little kits that switch it over to just any random relay that you can find at any auto parts store. Switch that out. That wasn't my problem. Did some more research. Ignition switch was the next best culprit, and ordered one off of Amazon. It was a really nice piece, and it was like 40 bucks. Threw it in, and she's right as rain again.
There you go, back to that nice fuel mileage.
Indeed.
Did have to raise up the AC compressor up a little bit to get to the 1 volt. So makes our life a little simpler. Anyway, he's gonna be doing that. We'll get that removed. And then we're gonna get to some flushing. You got a bolt still in there. It's not all the way out. There you go. There's been a lot of stuff going through it. I'm not sure why, except for the fact this was an LKQ engine. It might have sat for a little bit and rust built up, and then after a year or so of driving, it decided to come undone. So we're going to try to get all this flushed out, get heater core flushed out, and then start putting this back together. Yeah, it's getting a little bit out. So we'll do this for a while until she gets cleared, and we'll wipe everything down and get to the heater core. All right, so we got a bunch of stuff cleaned off. We flushed out the heater core. That's coming out clear now. I try to get as much of the rust I could off of that. All that's clear again. Because the first time I did this, I did it 4 times, but not tearing it all the way down to like this. So I think what it was a little bit of residual left. But we are definitely just going to upgrade everything. She's got about 250,000 miles on her, and that way we ain't got to worry about it. So we're going to go back in reverse order and put this back together. Okay, well, it looks like we got the wrong clutch fan for this, because I really don't want to drill that out. So I guess we'd be going back to AutoZone and see if we can get the right one. We'll be back.
Pops is on his way to try to swap out that clutch fan. Make sure we get the right one on it. I'm gonna go ahead and pre-assemble the thermostat housing. Saw this, gonna take a minute, clean this up real nice. Make sure we get a good seal on this ring. Hopefully we won't need to use any silicone or whatnot. They can just seal up nice and properly. Got my mating surfaces cleaned up. I'm gonna take some purple power and a steel wire brush and see if I can't clean up that inside a little bit. Alrighty, we got this thing cleaned up about as best as we can for it looking like the original thermostat housing. Clearly tell she's starting to show her age with some pitting and whatnot, but I think we're at a good enough point still where it should seal up just fine. If anything, I'm worried about this side. But we'll put her on, see if she leaks, and if it does, we'll pull it back off and put a little bit of schmooze on there and be on our way.
Yep, made it back from AutoZone. Got the right one for it. It was the right part number, but different style clutch fan. So that happens. Luckily they're around the corner. So right now Ethan's getting ready to put the seal on the water pump. He's already got the thermostat in. Yeah, we'll get this bad boy back together. Now I just hope they gave me the right radiator. We shall find out soon. New clutch is on the fan. So that's ready to be reinstalled. Ethan's got the water pump in place. So he's getting the bolts and everything back at that. Getting ready to put on the clutch valve. Then the shroud, radiator, hoses, and then get her filled up. So the radiator's back in, coolers are hooked back up, shroud back on. So got heater hoses, the lower radiator hose, upper radiator hose, reservoir, which Ethan's getting ready to clean out. So as soon as he gets all that done, we'll get her back together, get some coolant in her, bring her to operating temperature, let the thermostat open up, and hopefully this takes care of all the issues. Here he's finishing up stuff on that end, and I think it's time to start dumping some fluids down at her. We also went ahead and put a brand new radiator hose on the bottom. One, because the other one had so much rust in it. Number two, we found out where the leak was at. So got that on her. Of course, this one was a pain in the ass. I think the neck on the water pump was just hair bigger than the stock wood. But she's out there, and I'm gonna get the antifreeze and start pouring in. Now we got the vehicle running. We haven't seen any leaks yet. Right now, just letting it get the operating temperature so it starts to burp. And then hopefully that takes care of everything. So she does have quite a few miles on her, like I said before. But hopefully this takes care of everything. Hopefully we got everything out of the system. Let's go see how our Tim's doing. She's been running for a few. Topped her back off. But right now, she's holding like she should. Nice hot heat coming out of the vents. So I do believe we got her ready to roll. Looks like we got a lot of it out. It's not showing up in the antifreeze, so that's a plus. So I do believe she's ready to go back in service. Yeah. Appreciate Ethan helping. So that damn lower radiator was a pain in the ass, wasn't it?
It was a challenge. It was a challenge.
Yeah, like I said, whoever takes it off, gonna have to cut it off.
Yeah.
But supposedly it's supposed to be for that truck, but like I said, I think the neck on the water pump on the bottom there was a little bit larger than it needed to be. So that, guys, we're gonna call this a day. And I don't know when the next video is going to come out. Like I said, I'm bouncing back and forth between my cousin in Georgia and trying to get some stuff done while I'm here. But other than that, guys, you have a good one, a safe one, and we'll see you down the road.